Listen, what you need to understand is this. In this world, there are really two types of people. The ones who fail for their entire lifetimes and the ones who become successful. And the individuals that fail have this blind obsession with coming up with the next billion-dollar revolutionary business, and instead they ignore the less sexy business models that have been proven to work. And by the way, a lot of times those less sexy businesses end up making more money in the long run. The individuals who succeed, they do what is practical. They choose business models that are often extremely boring, but they are proven to work by thousands of others who became successful with that business model before them. So listen, unless you want to fail, and fail a lot, for years, maybe even decades, in order to become successful, trust me, you don't want to be a trailblazer and depend on coming up with this revolutionary idea in order to become successful. Instead, you want to have the highest likelihood of actually becoming successful, and do so while you're still young, so that way you can actually enjoy your wealth. And to be honest, the best way to do this is with a boring business that's been proven to work. And that is how 90% of the successful people in the world actually became that way. You can take me as an example. Listen, I only started venturing into less boring businesses many years after starting my first business and making lots of money with it. And what was that first business? An agency. Literally one of the most boring businesses to exist. And by the way, I know that a lot of you guys glorify it because you see the money and the success that it brought me early in my career. And by the way, that's very understandable, but I guarantee you that if I were making minimum wage with my agency, no one would think it's cool. The case is though, that it does make money and it simply works. And it has been a proven model for countless years. Now, by the way, you don't need to pick that as your first business. You can pick whatever you want as long as you understand our first secret, which is chasing a billion-dollar idea is just gonna leave you broke. Starting a boring business will give you the highest chances of success with the lowest risk associated to it. Now, with that little rant over, I need to get to some work, but I'll chat with you guys later in the day.
Bro, I heard you listen to it in the shower. This guy's a clown.
I'm going to Loro Piana. Well, we'll go to Cipriani first, because you know, anytime you're in Mall of Emirates, you gotta go Cipriani. Mandatory.
You're such a white girl, bro. I think it looks good. I think it suits the brand that, like...
All right, so we're about halfway through the workday. I have a quick 30-minute break, so I'm gonna enjoy a nice cigarillo.